Similarly, the extended family who engages with the addicted loved one in the lifelong process of recovery is more well than the family was before the addiction because of the positive changes family members make in their shared recovery. We get better together. SFR recovery is a major blessing, not only for the addicted family member, but for the entire family. Using the tried and true methods of SFR, the family learns new ways to relate to and respect one another, new ways to communicate more effectively and lovingly, new ways to confront and benefit from the suffering of addiction and from the many other stresses of life, and new ways to celebrate their shared emancipation from the chemical slavery of addiction. Addiction to drugs, alcohol, marijuana, and increasingly to synthetics is epidemic in the United States and throughout the world. Unlike the COVID-19 pandemic, this deadly epidemic did not start in late 2019, and it will not end in this year or even in the next decade. There is no prospect of a vaccine. The addiction epidemic is changing rapidly with increasing simultaneous use of multiple drugs, not just one drug at a time. Today's drug epidemic builds on the long-standing challenge of alcohol addiction. Regardless of the substances or processes involved, addiction is always personal, and its negative effects are felt most acutely in families. In my long time learning from addiction, the single most positive development has been the emergence of a massive global recovery movement. More than 23 million Americans are now in recovery from addiction to alcohol and other drugs. SFR extends the miracle of recovery from addicted people to their families. Recovery is a transformative, contagious joy. SFR is a highly effective way to get the family actively involved in recovery for the benefit of the addicted person and for the benefit of the entire family. Robert L. DuPont, M.D., First Director of the National Institute on Drug Abuse, NIDA, President, Institute for Behavior and Health, Inc., Clinical Professor of Psychiatry, Georgetown University School of Medicine. A note to the listener. The words alcoholic, addict, alcoholism, drug addiction, and addiction are used interchangeably. They all represent the same disease. Many people actively use multiple drugs in active addiction: alcohol, mood-altering prescription drugs, and legal or illegal addictive drugs. These words also describe anyone recovering from process, behavioral addictions, such as sex addiction, gambling addiction, or compulsive overeating. These addictions are caused by addictive changes to brain chemistry. I do not use the term substance abuse or substance abuser because a person can be an abuser without suffering from the disease of addiction. I do not use the new popular diagnostic term substance use disorder because the language is too vague and isn't used in 12-step programs or literature where long-term recovery happens. Treatment providers and other professionals may use these new words, but professional care is but a blip in time as compared to programs of recovery after treatment. In this book, I refer primarily to the original 12-step groups. Alcoholics Anonymous, AA, was founded in the 1930s for people addicted to alcohol. Al-Anon was launched some 20 years later for the families and friends of alcoholics and drug addicts. Narcotics Anonymous, NA, was formed in 1953 for those addicted to drugs other than alcohol. Today, there are a great variety of 12-step recovery groups for both addicts and their families. There are groups for most process addictions too, such as sex, gambling, and food. We focus strictly on 12-step groups because they are optimal. There may be other groups available, and some people may look upon them favorably, but research shows that 12-step recovery works best. Recovery from addiction is not easy, and relapse can lead to consequences none of us would choose. So we always stick with using what is optimal.